Hello guys, I gave an interview in a company called Eat Easily, and the company location is the Bangalore, and the interview date was the June 25, 2025. So the first question they asked me the latest version of PHP. So the answer is PHP 8.4. They asked me arrays types in PHP. So types of arrays in PHP, first is the indexed arrays, that is the numerically indexed. Elements are stored with numeric keys. So method one, let us suppose you have a variable dollar fruits equal to array, and then inside that you have the apple, banana, orange. Method two, dollar fruits equal to the big bracket, and then you can write the apple, banana, orange. Okay, so accessing element echo dollar fruit and the argument one, so the output will be the banana. So this is the first, that is the indexed array. Second is the associative arrays. So elements are stored with the named keys. So dollar person equal to, in the bracket, name equal to John, age equal to 25, cities New York. So accessing elements, so echo dollar person name. So output will be the John. So the third is the multi-dimensional arrays. So arrays inside arrays. So dollar people equal to bracket, and then inside that one more bracket, John 25 New York. So this is the one array. Then Jan 30 Los Angeles, this is the second array, and the Mark 22 Chicago. So this is the third array. So array inside the arrays. So accessing the element so echo dollar people 1 1. So output will be the 30. So there are three types of array. First is the indexed array, second is the associative array, and third is the multidimensional arrays. So useful arrays function, count array, return the number of elements in an array. Array push, array value, adds element to end of an array. Array merge, array 1 and array 2, merge two or more arrays. Okay, so third question they asked me magic constants in PHP. So there are 8 magic constants. So PHP provides several built-in constants that change depending on where they are used. They are known as the magic constants. So once again I want to say PHP provides essential PHP provides several built-in constants that change depending on where they are used. These are called the magic constant. So magic constant and descriptions. So line which will, so description is the current line number in the file file magic constant, full path and file name of the file. Dir, directory of the file. Function name. Class name. Trait name. Method, class method name. Namespace, current namespace. So these are the 8 magic constant: line, file, dir, function, class, trait, method, namespace. Okay. They asked me trait in PHP. So PHP does not support multiple inheritance directly because a class in PHP can inherit only from only one parent class. The restriction avoids the complexity and ambiguities of the diamond problem, which can occur in multiple inheritance scenario. So, for example, trait logger, public function log dollar message, echo log dollar message. Trait notifier, public function notify dollar message, echo notification dollar message. Then you have created a class user, and then use logger and notifier both the traits. Then public function create user dollar name, echo user name created. This log created user dollar name. This notify user name has been created. So now you have to create one object, dollar user equal to new user, and dollar user create user alias. So user alias created, log created user alias, notification user alias has been added. They asked me another question, session versus cookie. So session store data server side for logged in users. Cookies store data client side on the user's browser for both logged in and non-logged in. So cookie is in the client side and session is the server side. They asked me the string function in MySQL. So string function used to string manipulation. So concat. So first is the concat. Just a second. First is the concat combined multiple string. Second is the length, return the length of a string. Upper converts the uppercase, lower converts the lowercase, substring, extract a substring. Trim, remove spaces from both the side, replace text in a string. So string functions are concat, length, upper, lower, substring, trim, and replace. They ask me underscore get. So $_get is a PHP super global variable that is used to collect from data or value sent in the URL using the HTTP GET method. So it stores the data as associative arrays where the keys are parameter name from the URL and the values are data passes. So for example, you have a URL, you have an URL page.php query string city equal to Delhi. Then in the page.php this code echo $_get and in the bracket city. So the output will be the Delhi. Okay. They ask me the difference between the constructor and destructor and what are the constructor and destructors. So the constructor method called when an object is created. Destructor called when an object is destroyed. So the difference between the constructor and destructor. Constructor initialize an object when it created. Destructor clean up resources before the object is destroyed. So method name is $_construct in destructor $_destructor. So constructor automatically called when an object is created. Destructor automatically called when an object is destroyed. So constructor set default values, open database connection, etc. Destructor close files, free memory, close database connection, etc. Constructor can accept arguments. Destructor cannot accept the argument. This is very important. So constructor can be overloaded using default values or optional parameters. Destructor cannot be overloaded. Only one destructor allowed per class. So syntax for constructor function $_construct, then argument 1, argument 2, and then brackets. Destructor function $_destructor, and then empty argument and then brackets. For example, you have created a class my class and the function is the $_construct. So echo constructor called. Another function $_destruct, echo destructor called. Now you have to create an object, $object equal to new class, constructor runs here. Okay, so object equal to new my class, then destructor will run automatically at the end of the script. So summary, constructor starts when object is created, destructor ends when an object is destroyed. So both are part of the object oriented programming in PHP. Another question they asked me, char versus varchar. So actually they asked me that time I heard there's a var and varchar and I got confused that time. So the correct was the char versus varchar. So use char when data has fixed size. Use varchar when data varies in length. So features, character and varchar. Full form, character, and varchar, variable character. So character fixed length, varchar variable length. Character char always use the defined length even if the string is shorter. Varchar use only the needed space plus 1-2 bytes extra. So character slightly faster for the fixed size values. Varchar slightly slower but more space efficient. Char pads extra space to match length. Varchar no padding stores in as is. Char when all values are the same length. Example OTP, fixed length, codes, etc. Varchar when values vary in length, that is the names and email. So this is very important. Then for the character we can use the OTP, we can use it in the OTP, one time password. And for in the case of the varchar we can use it in the names and email. So char up to 255 character in char 255. Varchar up to the 65,535 bytes depending on the row size and char set. Another question they asked me, the difference, what is the truncate and delete? Okay, so delete is a SQL command used to remove one or more rows from a table based on a condition using the where clause. It can also be used to delete all the rows without dropping the table. Okay, delete, for example, delete from table name where, and then you have to make the condition. Truncate definition, no where clause in truncate. And truncate is a SQL command used to remove all the rows from a table instantly and reset auto increment values while keeping the table structure enacted. It cannot delete specific rows and it is faster than delete. Example truncate table name. Another question they asked me, data types in MySQL. In MySQL, data types are the broadly classified into 5 main categories, and within them there are the 40 specified types. So for example, 5 main category of the data type in MySQL: numeric, then common type included int, tiny int, float, decimal, big int, string or characters, char, varchar, text, enum, set. Third, date and time, date time, timestamp, year, time. Fourth, binary, blob, binary, var binary, tiny blob, long blob. Fifth, JSON special, JSON, geometry, point, line string, etc. So there are 5 main category of the Java of the data type in MySQL. First is the numeric, then string character, then date and time, then binary blob, and then JSON special. Okay, so these question has asked by the Eat Easily company, and the company location is the Bangalore, and the interview date was the June 25, 2025. So I will share more interview question with you. Until then, bye.